to traditional therapy, to groups, to bereavement groups, and just kind of hit a place where it's like, oh wow, what's next? Barely out of the grief and the trauma and that horrible embodied feeling that we all know so well. So my question to myself was, what do I do? There's got to be something more. And kind of in a place of real despair, just draped myself over the kitchen counter and said, God, help me. And heard this little voice that said, why don't you make a collage? So I wasn't stunned that I heard this voice that said make a collage. I was stunned that I actually went and did the collage. So, and this is the result of 7-8 years of exploring my own grief. I'm going to kill everybody. So instead of, making the checkout person crazy and killing my husband, I went and made collages big. These are photographs. The collages were this big, and I would work on them for a month, 6 weeks at a time. And eventually, the rage went to images that were much smaller, that were more a celebration of life. I mean, you can see, you don't have to be an art therapist, you don't have to be a professional at any time to see the difference between this and that. And this helped, this process, it became like a prayer, like a meditation. It was a way to reset my nervous system, to quiet my mind. Everybody has a racing mind with your thoughts that you can't stop. It was a way of coming into sacred space and healing. Just being in the creative vibration of expressing yourself quietly changes everything. So this studio is open all the rest of the afternoon through the evening, all day tomorrow. And this is your sacred space for coming in and creating and healing. And what my prayer is that you will take this experience and take it home with you. Because you can do this at your kitchen table when your friend isn't up at 2:30 in the morning, your therapist appointment, is like next week, and you're like, okay, now what? Well, this is your now what, and it helps and it changes everything. So you all have already gotten started. It doesn't look like anybody needs any help in expressing themselves. Feel into what it feels like to go to the edge. If there's a dark place and you're feeling, I shouldn't go there, oh my gosh, what are people going to think? Believe me, go right there. This is the place to do that, to explore. And before we end the session, we'll have a chance for all of you sharing and speaking about your creation. So, any questions? So there's a few of us, volunteers, if you want to stand up and introduce yourself.
Falling leaves. Like falling into grace. Like Kristin falling. And instead of falling bodies, I have falling leaves.
That journey through grief is long and difficult, and it takes more than one can ever imagine to integrate that loss into one's life. Healing happens over time, And it takes a village, an extended community, to make it through. And each of you have been a part of that. Your loving kindness and compassion has sustained us, and we thank you.